I actually had, Nicola actually said to me in front of me, I didn't see anything wrong in South Africa. There was no racism. Our black nanny was fine. And I looked at her and I just thought, you had apartheid till 1990s. Your country had sanctions globally. You had white supremacists. And Nicholas, I didn't see anything. As far as I was concerned, it was all fine. I just thought, how can you even say that? You're in British society. How can you actually even say that? There is that. And yet my friend, who's South African, from Port Elizabeth, actually, who I met at Central St. Martin's, he was a creative head for a lot of places. He was a surfer, super cool guy, actually married a Moroccan lady who worked for Google. He didn't convert himself. And you know what he said to me? He said South Africa, growing up, was an axis of evil. It was an axis of evil, and I shall tell you why. He said to me, the first time I met him, we were talking about this, he was openly talking about it, and he said it's an axis of evil of the church, the politicians, and the old guard. He's got a master's from Sorbonne, and he is a literary genius. He really is, and he's probably the most qualified South African I've ever met. And we were having a nice conversation in the pub about this, and it's like South Africa is built on an axis of evil. That's the normal thing you would say about South Africa, especially growing up. He's around my age, he's younger than me. What you never say is, ooh, it was fine. It did nothing. I never saw anything. If you say that, then you've not read one bit of news in the whole of your life. If you're someone who says, South Africa, I grew up and it was completely fine. My black nanny, she was fine about it when she looked after me, and my own mum never looked after me. If you're that human being, then one, you haven't been brought up properly, and you've been brought up by a black woman. So your mum was never a mum. And secondly, you're an idiot. You have read no paper. You cannot even say that in British.